shining. Today the sun is shining. That says something. This morning in synagogues in St. Louis and D.C. and all over the world, we began reading the story of the Exodus that begins with an evil Pharaoh who arises, a king who looks down on foreigners and anyone who is different, and he shames them, and he makes them slaves, and he uses them to build his towers of power. And then he orders that all the Hebrew babies must be killed, so they do not threaten his power. But two women, Shiphrah and Puah, the Egyptian midwives, say no to Pharaoh. They resist and they stand up to the bullies. They stand up to the privilege and the power, and they save the children. They stand with the mothers and the sisters and the grandmothers and the daughters, and they say no to Pharaoh, whose name means the great divider. And they say yes to the values of life and liberty for all and not just for some. And so we join together today in marches all over the world, all over the world. We are women and allies of all faiths and races and genders and lifestyles and ethnicities. And like those midwives, we are determined to use every bit of privilege and power that we have to stand together with women of color who are afraid for their children in the streets of our cities. And we stand with the queer and the trans women who are threatened daily. And we vow with me to make St. Louis a sanctuary where no immigrant or refugee, no one will be taken from their home on our watch. Let them come live with us. We are here to protect them, and so in the spirit of Shiphrah and Puah, I stand with you here today to stand up for the values that we believe will save the lives of our children. The health care, the gun control, welcoming the stranger, the immigrants and the refugees, a living wage, women's reproductive freedom. Stay out of my vagina. Justice in our courts and equality in our schools. And we've got to protect the arts. And for everyone's sake, we will, because it's true. Climate change is real, and we will protect our planet. And we'll do this because we care, because this nation has been built by people who care, and people who dare to stand up and show up and march and protest when any of our freedoms are threatened. So today, I stand with the descendants of slaves, with awe and gratitude for building this country on their backs, vowing to make the color of their skin a badge of honor and not a sentence of death. Because, as has been said again and again, white supremacy and patriarchy hurt all of us. And I promise, and I vow in front of every one of you to stand with our Muslim family. And I promise, if they register you, they're going to have to register me. Continue to stand with our LGBTQ family to have all the rights and protections and access to the right bathrooms that they need. Friends, we got to stand with women and girls. There's a little boy right here. He's 7 weeks old. He's a little white boy. His name is Hugo. He was just born. And I want Hugo to grow up in a world where we say no to the idea that locker room talk is common culture. It is not. It leads to the kind of rape, the kind of abuse that we've heard about, and we say no, and we will speak up every time we hear it. Boys do not have to be boys like that. But right here, we will continue to work to crash through those glass ceilings. Maybe even Claire McCaskill. We're going to stand with immigrants and refugees and all who add their gifts and greatness of a nation whose story continues to unfold. And yes, that includes for me, my Palestinian sisters and brothers. We must find a way to stand together, to work together, to end the occupation, because you're right, this is a global problem, and we will do that. Supporting Israel, supporting the Palestinians. We can do this if we sit down as women, as mothers, and we make it happen. Because this story of us becoming a great nation is still unfolding. It has not been great yet, not for everybody. So let the story that we are writing be a story of compassion and love, a story of courage, a story that will make our children proud. Langston Hughes, the great poet, said, "Oh yes, I say it plain, America never was America to me. And yet I swear this